Okay. Yeah, so we have edited that and yeah, we're live. And now, let me start again. Hey guys, welcome to a new stream. This is Football Overseas YouTube channel and this is Kyle. And yeah, so we are recording. Yeah, so we're recording this live. And yeah, so this is Transfer Window Talk episode 25. Yeah, episode 8. So this is fake or real. And yeah, so we're live with that. And hope you enjoyed the stream. First of all, before we start, we like the video, you like the stream, you subscribe, and you'll enjoy. Yeah, so that's what we are in for, and we are in for a treat. And yeah, we'll analyze everything. And yeah, so that's what we're in for. I'm sorry that I'm a bit late. No, this stream was meant to start at 3:30. 3:30, 3 o'clock, but it is 3:30 now. Yeah, I just had to fix this issue and find a way whether I can stream to you guys without needing to go to other platforms. So yeah, so that's what the issue was. And but yeah, we're started with it live right now. And yeah, so let's start off the first thing we're analyzing is your pick up. Yeah, big up AR. Yeah, big up and yeah. So the first claim we're analyzing transfer analyzing will be Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. This is a good deal. Yeah, Liverpool will wrap up Isak signing. I think this depends with whether Newcastle is willing to sell Isak to Liverpool, whether Newcastle is able to sell. Yeah, and also I think also this depends on whether Newcastle gets Šeško, because if Newcastle doesn't get Šeško, that deal is down. Yeah, so it won't happen due to various factors to apply for. Yeah. So let me put the StreamYard link. Wow, Seoul 2-4. Last time I checked it was 2-3. Anyway, let me put the link to invite you guys to hop on. Yeah, so that's a link. Yeah, and let's start off with Díaz to Liverpool, to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich need to wrap up. Yeah, I agree with you that Bayern Munich needs to wrap up the deal for that. They need to wrap up the deal for that to Arsenal. So yeah, so for my guy will be a good signing. But are you talking about my guy to Arsenal or to Liverpool? Is it to Arsenal or Liverpool? Okay, let me. Yo, what's up? You okay? Annie, you okay? Annie. Hello. Annie. So yeah, we can start off with that. So my guy to Liverpool, is it to yeah, it was just to Bayern Munich that yeah. So my thoughts on that is Los Diaz covers a lot of positions, can play left wing, can play right wing, and for a deal of around 60 M, that's a good deal to be honest. And we know his age is a big factor to worry about, but Yeah, so I'll share my screen there before my phone lags out. So that will happen. Wait, who else is there? Yeah, so that. Yeah, so for yeah, so Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. There's nothing much to say, to be honest, in this deal. That's I feel like they could have got a younger left winger. Yeah, a younger left winger, and that's what I'll say. For the price, 50, 60M is not all I've negotiated for 50 to 55M, to be honest, to cut down. But for assigning that they needed to fill in a position like left wing, considering the left wingers have gone, and yeah, let me even check his injury history, whether yeah, and for the player, I think he wanted to go to Barcelona, but it wasn't possible, and he has missed around 43 goals.
Hello?
Yeah, now perfect. I've added myself to the stream. Yeah, so that's what I think. Yeah, sorry, I've been lagging a bit, trying to figure out technology. Anyway, so as I said, Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich, all have gotten a younger left winger to replace them. All I've got is something like they said they were from PSG because he's a good winger, and yeah, all I've gotten him to Bayern Munich rather than Luis Diaz to Bayern at this moment. I feel Luis Diaz will do well in Saudi Arabia right now at this point, but not for Bayern Munich anyway. I feel like Bayern Munich needed a younger left winger, somebody like to be the Olise on the left. Olise, they slack goal with Olise. Now they just needed an Olise on the left as well, so that they can have a dangerous attack on both sides of the pitch. Yeah, so I think that's what I can say about that. And let me slow down. Let's see, is there any comments that I missed? Mm, no, not that I'm aware of. There's no other comment. So next is Hato to Chelsea. I think this one I've covered beforehand, but anyway, yeah, 37 million deal is was at lead for Hato to Chelsea. This is an excellent signing for Chelsea. If I'm being accurate, for Chelsea, this is an excellent signing for Chelsea. They needed a left winger to replace Medioke, and yeah, they needed us signing to replace Medioke. Even though this guy plays left back, I feel for Chelsea he'll be pushed to the left wing side. But if he's signed to just play left left back, he'll be on the bench most of the time. So yeah, that's what I feel. He can also play center back, though the center backs have that's stocked in the center back market. So I think this I analyzed it in the last episode. And then center midfield, I don't think he play in the center midfield. He is going to play there. He play as what do you call it? He play as a he play on the bench. Yes. And yes, center midfield, they replace the left M. I think he'll be challenged to play left M for Chelsea. Yeah, since he signed, he'll be challenged to play left M because left back, he'll be on the bench. If he wants game time, he have to force himself to play more left M. And I think that's what Maska will do. He'll play him left M, pushing up because you guys have already sold good some number of good players like Hato, etc. And yeah, so I feel like that's what can happen. And well, Mideke, I can't really blame. Yeah, so yeah, for three, for 3M, for 37M, that's a cheap deal, and it could have gone worse, way, way, way. Yeah, so it's a good deal, and he has potential. It's a signing that I will sign for any other club, any other player, any other club, and everything else. Though for his career, is it really a good signing? Because Chelsea is an overloaded squad there, and maybe he needs to work harder to get into the first team. But already that is already an overloaded squad. So anyway, for that I'll say, yeah, it's a good signing for Chelsea, but for the player, I'll have rather taken him to a club where he'll gain. He's assured to get more game time, get a trophy at least because Hato has good potential and is a good replacement for Medioke. If they signed him to replace Medioke, yeah. So I think I'll quickly move on to the next thing because I'm trying to not repeat the points that I said in the last episode. Because for those who watch episode 7, they'll know that this deal, this deal I've already analyzed it long time ago, and yeah, I analyzed it in episode 7. So there's no need for me to repeat myself. You can check that live stream in the content, yeah, in the videos in the channel, yeah. So next is Isak to Liverpool. I think this is what most people are in for, to be honest. Isak to Liverpool. Yeah, and I think the latest question people are asking is, will Isak go to Liverpool? Because I know, I know that, yeah, because I know from this deal that Newcastle wants to sign Šeško to replace Isak. But what if Šeško goes to United? Then what happens to Isak? Deal to Liverpool. I think that deal will be rejected by Newcastle, to be honest, and it's either that or Newcastle will clear up the asking price from 120 to a price that is unreasonable. to a price that Chelsea that Liverpool not want to sign him at. So I think this deal, yes, it will happen. This deal will happen, but it all depended on whether Castle can sign Šeško. I know Šeško prefers to go to United, and if United manages to steal Šeško from Newcastle eyes, then Liverpool fans can say goodbye to Isak because Isak will not come to Liverpool. Yeah, that's what I'll say about that. And yeah, I'm working to make a video about this Isak to Liverpool. I was starting to work on it on the echoes to of Anfield. That's what I started to work on. And yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. On this transfer, I'm making the video on that side. And what I can say so far for this transfer is he has good amount of goals. He's Premier League proven. He'll be obviously when he goes to Liverpool, he'll be the starting striker. Then Ekitiké will be the bench striker. And for yeah, and he's also proven in many other leagues because he played in Spain, he played in Germany. So you can say that Isak is like a dream signing for any club because he has proven himself in the second most difficult league in the world, that is Spain, and then he has proven himself in England. So and plus Germany as well. Even though he has won, he did not win the league, but he has won some trophies. He's also a title winner as well. So that bonus. Yeah, so that a bonus to this deal is that is also a title winner. He can also play right wing, left wing, and CF. But mostly, if he signs for Liverpool, he'll play CF, starting striker. Uh, yeah. So, wow. Imagine Liverpool's striking pool if they manage to sign Isak. That's like signing an attack pool of like around 200 goals, career goals. That's a good. So yes, the if Liverpool manages to sign Isak, then they'll have cleanly won the league this season that's coming. Yeah, so that's what we can say about that, and hoping that United steals Šeško from Newcastle's eyes so that Liverpool doesn't sign Isak because some things are too yeah. So that plus what trophies has he won? Mm, Isak has won many other trophies. He has won the German Cup. He has won the English League Cup, that is the Carabao Cup. He has won a trophy in the Academy of Dortmund. Dortmund produces amazing stars. He has won the Copa del Rey, and he was a top scorer in that tournament, by the way. And yeah, so he has 3 trophies under his cabin, under his belt. 3 senior trophies plus his injury history. Plus his injury history. What is his injury? Hmm. Yeah, so even though his injury history is not that impressive. It, yeah, he has gotten injured almost every season since 2021-2022 season, and I think his worst injured injury season in his career was 2023, 2024, 2022, 2023, and 18/19 season. So hoping he can manage to keep fit. Yeah, if he manages to keep fit, this will be a good deal. And then he's also, let's see, it's also his suspensions. So his suspensions. Yeah, so his suspensions were falling. Yes, he has only been suspended for 6 matches. I think ever since he got to the Premier League, he hasn't been suspended, which is a good history in the Premier League. And yeah, a good history that he has been playing in the Premier League. Yeah, so you have to give him kudos for that. And six suspensions, being suspended 6 times, it's not that badly off. It could have been worse. So there's everything positive to say about this deal. And as a rival fan, speaking about this deal, if Liverpool gets Isak, that will be the league done. And they'll be winning trophies with this guy, with Isak Ekitiké, will be winning trophies with him. And yeah, the league will be dusted if that happens. And for my sake, I hope that doesn't happen and hope Liverpool doesn't sign Isak and Newcastle keeps Isak. I prefer that. Yeah. So, but I'll work on a video on this. I promise you guys I will work on a video for this and I will keep my promise. Yeah. So next is, let's go to, yeah, so next is what, yeah, let's go to Man United slash Liverpool. No, let's go to Man United. No, 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 not United. So yeah, so who among Newcastle or yeah, so who among these two will send Šeško? I was thinking for doing a transfer video on this once it is confirmed that he's going to United. Obviously, I'll do it for the United show. Yeah, and I know he prefers to go to United over Newcastle. Yeah, he prefers to go to United over Newcastle, and yeah, for those who ask will be sold to Liverpool, he will be sold to Liverpool. But if Šeško to Newcastle fails, Liverpool will pay a heavier transfer fee than they will have if Newcastle signed Šeško. So Šeško is a good player. He's from Slovenia, and yeah, he can play center forward. I like to use FIFA stats, not just to show you where he can play. So center forward, I think there was a proposal that I saw that United is thinking of stopping Holland for Šeško plus giving Liverpool Leipzig some money. I think that will be a better deal. Šeško will play as a center forward in our system. That's where he's more productive. That's 7 goals, 21 assists. And if Amin feels like to rotate, Šeško can also play attacking midfielder, especially with Garnacho being linked to leaving the club. That he'll be productive there. And then Šeško also plays on the left wing side. Rarely will I see him play above Dogo, so that's unrealistic. But if Šeško is playing, he play as a left AM because Garnacho is being out. So yeah, and he plays as a second striker. I don't think United will change the formation for Šeško, so he'll mostly play striker or and left attacking midfielder. That's what I feel. And yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so that's and then for Newcastle, if he signs for Newcastle, he'll, he will replace Isak, and then he'll play on the bench if they wanted to shift up something. Yeah, he must replace striker for Newcastle. I see that thing only. At Newcastle replace striker, he'll be signed for only. I think for United it's a more cheaper deal. Consider is playing two positions that United need to increase or up. I know United assigned Bomo. So yeah, he'll still play striker for United. So anyway, a good deal for United. And so Šeško moving to United is a better deal than moving to Newcastle. Yeah, and you got to feel bad for Newcastle to be honest, because they haven't had a good transfer window. They haven't had a good transfer window. Yes. Yeah. So next up, yeah. So next up is deal that haven't done. Let's talk about this deal. Simio to Aston Villa. That is a breaking not deal. That's a breaking deal. I think I saw this and I was shocked to see. Simio will be a good signing for Aston Villa. Yeah, it is reported that an eternal Yeah, it is reported that an eternal, what do you call it, 55 bid is being considered to be given to to Porto. I remember this guy used to be tearing it up in Spain until Porto got him, and he has been tearing it up in Porto, to be honest. So yes, I think it's time for him to step up, and if they're selling Watkins to United for 28 if they're selling Watkins to Man United for 28 if they're selling, yeah, if they're selling Watkins to Man United for more, I feel like this deal is possible, and there's no excuses for them not to do this deal. And yeah, so for Samuel, he's Spanish Nigerian. He can play center forward. This is his main position. I like to use this stats so that I can show you where realistically he can play off. Yeah, so he can only play center forward. He 51 goals, the assist, not too bad. It could be better, but not too bad again. Yeah, so with Watkins being linked to an exit, I feel like this will happen. Watkins is could leave, and then they signed somebody like Simeo. Simeo is better, higher potential than Watkins. Ever 87 potential. Yeah, yeah, and he's also younger. The problem with Simeo is, yeah, let me show you. The problem with Simeo is his low goal output for Porto. Because for Porto, oh, okay, so for Porto, he has gotten good goals. Sorry, let me look at 24, 25. Mm-hmm. Come on, brother. Wow, that's not nice machine. So, yeah, he got 27 goals for Porto. It is a good output. Assist has been low. Yeah, he'll be a good replacement for Watkins, a younger Watkins. Yeah, and especially what? Yeah, so yeah, he'll cost around 55 M. Yeah, I saw an interesting report. Yeah, so this is a good deal. Yeah, and I'm hoping that he can bring his form to England, and he's somebody that I will sign. He's a perfect region of Watkins, and yeah, I like to thank you guys for joining this team. It's been enjoyable watching with you guys. Yeah, so I think I'll wrap it up there, and I'll thank you guys for joining because this has been enjoyable. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Wrap it up right now. Yeah, so I'll wrap it up right now with that. Make sure you like, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family members. Yeah, and we'll wrap it up now.